I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
We got this.
Ready. 10-2 start.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They'll come up now, 2nd and 4 from the 31. First carry for Darius Geis. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And his throw here's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Let's go.
Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's Geis, stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the Bengals' 24-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check 13. Check 13. Check 3. 218. Chopper.
This is Geis. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Go!
On first down, this is Geis. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
Let's go, defense! Let's go, defense!
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Minshew got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready? 15, Ronnie. 15 line.
53! Let's go!
Block now on first down. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
First down, Bengals.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run the counter. Harden. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
High 7.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off.
Ready?
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. And Jennings has it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line.
And the Bengals 1st down.
Ready. 30 base.
Check 53. Watch the run. Watch the run.
5.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. No problem there on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
At the 25-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
Ready, set.
58 Mike. Exit, exit.
Now Minshew. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Block now to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard.
Ready.
To throw it is Locke. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Jeffrey Simmons coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
3rd down. 3rd and 10.
We go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Drop these, drop these. Check.
Hey, 2.
Check.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready. Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Eat.
To throw on 3rd down. Locke. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And all the way down to the 37.
Let's go, boys.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 43 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Ready? 90 Wolf. Hey, orbit.
On 2nd and 12. Lock. This is Jennings. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
Ready, ready. 8 read.
53. Here we go.
Get it.
They'll run on first down. Harden. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Lock to throw on 2nd down. It's caught by Jennings. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Check 31. Check 31.
From the gun, it's Locke. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Lock now on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Touchdown.
Gary Jennings there to make the grab. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Ready?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Minshew, he finds his man Johnson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Minshew throwing on third down. And he completes it to Cohen. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage. Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
No, certainly, because...
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Oh, hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
General West. Get it.
On 2nd down, Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
55's Mike, guys, 55.
Here's Minshew. And he comes back with one complete. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage.
Ready up.
Go 50 against the mic. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
All day, baby, all day.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Off play action, it's Minshew. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. This is Johnson, he's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And it's caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Hey, Charlie.
58.
Again, Minshew looking to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. They'll run forward to Cohen, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from a yard out, and the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 2.
16, Bengals 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
Now, that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. On first down, Locke. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Locke now, 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Here's Locke to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. On third down, Harden. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. From the 31, Locke. And they got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a first down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Set, ready? 60 or 55
to mine. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Shoot.
Locke now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out at me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Lock again here on 2nd and 10. The open man is Westbrook. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
22 yards. And a Bengal first down.
Ready?
Lock now, 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Harden, he's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Block will try again on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Down. 50, plant.
Blue dance, blue dance.
On first down, Harden. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Locke. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
On the double.
9:55. Hey, eat. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Shotgun snap to Locke. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Greg Olsen there to make the grab as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Got it.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Ready, set.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
You got 80 weapons. Shoot. Hit it.
On the draw, this is Cohen. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Ready.
Get the ball. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Block now on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they'll stop him at the 1-yard line, but small consolation there following the turnover. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll look to run with Henderson, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Darrell Henderson taking it in. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that makes it a 9-point game.
That's the score. Steelers 30, Bengals 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Roberts got it. A gain of 6 there on first.
Roberts. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Locke. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Gain of 13 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
And that'll set them back 5.
Let's go, fellas.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Smooth.
Check 55 to mine. Check 50.
From the gun, it's Locke. Roberts has it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Bengals on a roll now. It's another first down.
19 yards. First down, Bengals.
Locke now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back.
Here we go. Here we go.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go. 8, read.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Let's go now. 30 base.
It's Mike 58 right there. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
On 2nd down, Minshew. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A game there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Down. 60 outlaw.
Not today, you are. Not today.
25. Check 25. Check 25.
On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Tre'Davious White with a pick. They were looking for Johnson that time. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Recon, 132 fighter. Get it.
They'll run on 1st down. Harden, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little game. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Locke. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st down, Bengals.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
You can't block me.
Let go.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Bravo.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. And Olsen over the middle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Locke working out of the gun. It's caught by Roberts. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Throwing now is Locke. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This is fielded at the goal line. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2. After the turnover, here's Locke. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Johnson's got it complete. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st down, Logan. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he is all the way up past the 25. Johnson, the intended target.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll run on 1st down. Harden. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. Harden. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Ready. 70, Indy.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
5.
And they will take a knee here.
Today,